Hey guys, we're going to talk about who the dolphins shared the ocean with now, alright? And if you see your favorite, make sure you say something so that way we know. And remember, fish are friends, not food. So the first person they share the ocean with are whales. Orca is a member of the dolphin family. They live in pods and communicate using a combination of sounds such as groans, clicks, and whistles. Similar to dolphins, they use echolocation to search for food, and they participate in cooperative hunting to trap their prey, which includes sea lions, seals, penguins, sharks, sea turtles, fish, and smaller dolphins and whales. When a seal is out on the ice, orcas may synchronize their movement under the water to create a wave that knocks the seal off its perch and into their jaws. Orcas are powerful ocean predators, even attacking animals as large as humpback whales. Humpback whales are another whale species named after the distinct hump in front of their small dorsal fin. Each year, they migrate thousands of miles between their feeding and breeding grounds. Did you know that inside the jaws of humpback whales, baleen plates with wiry bristles let the water pass through while their food is trapped? Unlike orcas or other top predators in the ocean, humpback whales get their nourishment from small fish, krill, and plankton, filtering these tiny nuggets of nutrition through baleen plates in their mouths. During the feeding season, each humpback whale consumes between 4,000 and 6,000 pounds of food every day. Do not try that at home. One way to capture that much plankton or krill is to round up the prey using a technique called bubble net feeding. To accomplish this, humpback whales will form a circle at about 50 feet deep and expel air through their blowholes to form bubbles as they spiral towards the surface. The resulting tube of bubbles traps the prey, allowing the whales to feed in large gulps. In winter, humpback whales migrate towards warmer tropical parts of the ocean to breed and to give birth to their calves. Southern hemisphere humpback whales, for example, tend to migrate towards the area off the coast of Africa, Australia, the southern Pacific Islands, and South America during their breeding seasons. Females will give birth to a single calf after 11 to 12 months of gestation. The newborn is then born at 14 feet long and learns to swim in less than an hour. Babies can drink up to 100 pounds of milk each day. Humpback whales regularly leap out of the water and splash down on their backs. This behavior, known as breaching, may help remove pests clinging to their skin, or it may be a form of play by the whales or a form of communication. Whatever the reason, it's exciting to see these massive animals interacting in their ocean home. Next, we're going to talk about sharks. Another group of marine animals that shares the ocean with dolphins are sharks. While sharks have commonly been portrayed as fearsome animals, these large fish possess remarkable adaptations that should be revered, not feared. Sharks have a unique skeletal structure made of flexible cartilage, which is what human noses and ears are made of. They also have unique skin called dermal scales. That pushes the water down, preventing drag when swimming. This also allows them to move incredibly fast through the water. Sharks' teeth are kept strong and healthy with a natural fluoride. When one tooth falls out, a new sharp one emerges within a day. Sharks have excellent vision and sense of smell, and they can hear low-frequency sounds emitted by injured prey, making them superb hunters. With more than 500 species of sharks calling the ocean home, there is a lot of variation in size and diet. Larger sharks eat seals, sea lions, squids, rays, and even other sharks. Smaller sharks stick to fish, crabs, and other shellfish. An interesting exception is the whale shark, the largest fish in the sea, which feeds only on tiny fish and plankton. No matter what's on the menu, all sharks are carnivores and play the role of a predator. The gray reef, for example, which can grow to be over 8 feet long, hunts alone at night near the edge of the coral reefs in search of crabs, fish, and squid. During the day, great reef sharks swim in schools, navigating other parts of the ocean where they might run into the other species of sharks like the tiger shark. Many shark species are facing serious population declines due to overfishing, shark finning, habitat loss, and incidental bycatch. Bycatch occurs when an unwanted fish, shark, or other marine animal like a sea turtle is caught during commercial fishing intended for a different species. Angel sharks, for example, are highly susceptible to bycatch in trawls because they reside on the ocean bottom. Human disturbance by habitat degradation and tourism are also possible threats to its preferred sandy near-shore habitat. Rays, stingrays, a cousin of the shark, the stingray is one of the several hundred different species of rays that live in the ocean and in freshwater habitats. Rays use their wings and nose, like a rostrum, to sense prey and stir up the sand, uncovering clams, worms, and crustaceans beneath the surface. Many rays have continuously growing dental plates instead of teeth, enabling them to crunch through the hard shells of clams and oysters. Unlike most fish, the upper jaw on the ray is not fused into the skull, thereby allowing them to extend their mouth to create a suction for picking up prey items. Some rays, like the eagle ray, have pointed noses that are highly adapted for sensing and rooting out their preferred diet of clams or other invertebrates. Rays are slow-growing animals and reproduce slowly, which makes them especially vulnerable to overfishing. Their depleted populations can take years or even decades to recover. Next, coral reefs. While exploring different regions of their ocean habitat, dolphins encounter many other ocean animals. Some of the most unique species they share the ocean with are corals. Coral form the basis of an important marine ecosystem. An individual coral animal is called a polyp. Millions of coral polyps live together in colonies. Polyps in the colonies use minerals from ocean water to build a hard base made of calcium carbonate, which surrounds each polyp to protect it. If the polyp dies, a new polyp can attach and grow on top of the calcium carbonate left over from the dead polyps, creating a solid structure that anchors new polyps. Over time, these groups of old and new coral polyps form together to form a coral reef. Coral reefs support a huge diversity of marine life, acting like a combination grocery and home building supply store for the ocean. The reef ecosystem attracts everything from tiny algae to large sharks. Whether it is food or shelter they seek, many animals rely on coral reefs as safe and nurturing places. Fish, crabs, shrimp, oysters, seahorses, and other sea life use the coral for protection from predators, hiding in the many crevices and spaces of the reef. Sponges, clams, and amoebas also make coral reefs their home. Sea turtles, octopuses, eels, rays, and larger fish are attracted to the reefs in search of hidden prey. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, recently listed 22 coral species as threatened under the Endangered Species Act, and listed 2 as endangered, 10 times the number listed a decade ago. Coral reefs worldwide have declined significantly, with some individual species declining by 90% or more. Reduced growth and death of coral reefs are often the result of coastal development, changing climate,